I was so worn out yesterday. After I put Micah to sleep, I usually just like zone out for like a few minutes and then like do stuff, clean up, make dinner, do work, watch TV. I fell asleep from 7:30 to 9:30, like out.
It's awful.
And I had like a bad dream. What was the dream? It was really weird. I dreamt that my printer like wouldn't stop printing. And I was like, but I'm not printing anything. Who's taking over my printer? It was super weird.
That is not a bad dream. That is not a bad dream. Someone was printing on your printer. That's like a fucking nightmare for you?
Okay, it doesn't matter what the content was. I experienced it as a nightmare, so it is a bad dream.
I understand. So you had all the emotions and associations that come with the bad dream, but just not the actual bad dream.
Yes.
I understand that. I can see that. Sometimes you're like, why am I so stressed out? Someone was printing on my printer. They probably share my Wi-Fi.
And like the noise was annoying me.
Oh, yeah, that's a terrible dream. Oh my God. I can't believe you're here today.
The thing about you is that you don't really respect other people's feelings. You're just sort of like, you reject it. And it's like, well, it doesn't matter the facts. That's how I experienced it.
I'm ready to do the show.
Okay. Welcome to Food News. I'm Juliet Litman.
And I'm David Jacoby.
If you want to be a part of this podcast, we'd love to hear from you. But when you call us at what's the number? 850-STEW-136. We need a prompt. We need a question. We love hearing from you. Thanks for calling in. But if you want to make it on the show, we need a question. So just come with sort of a prompt, you know?
Producer Mike said we've been getting a lot of calls.
Which we love. Thank you.
I've ridiculed you for ridiculing our callers in the past, but apparently it's needed. Because he's saying that they're very nice and they give compliments and they say nice things. They just don't ask a question.
Yeah, they need direction.
So if you're going to call 850-STEW-136.
That's correct.
You can also find that number in
on
the
my Instagram bio.
Of Juliet's bio. if you call, just ask us a question. We'll answer it for you.
Yeah. Or, you know, I will say it could be a little broader. Like, what are it'd still be a question, but a prompt, like we're writing like an essay for an entrance exam, that kind of thing.
Yeah, treat us like ChatGPT.
Yeah, exactly.
We have a good one today. There's no question, but it's a good field report. We'll get to that later. It's called a tease in the biz.
Okay, great job. Let's get into our first story. The news came out this week that Amazon is closing its Amazon Fresh and Amazon Go locations. Many of them will become Whole Foods. And I also just want to note, on sort of an even sadder note, if you consider this sad, but this I think is objectively sad. Amazon announced a lot of layoffs this week as well. So they're going through
That's
stuff.
Sad. Yeah.
Yes, it's objectively sad. I feel for everyone who's lost their job. That sucks. Including the people who work in Amazon Go and Amazon Fresh. There's been a lot of moves being made with their grocery business. And Whole Foods recently was like reorged into the grocery business instead of being separate. So they're going all in on Whole Foods, getting rid of these other brands, and it seems like an obvious move.
I found this interesting.
Interesting. You did? Huh.
Yeah. Have you ever been to an Amazon Go or Amazon Fresh?
I have been to an Amazon Go, and I think it's like an absolutely awful experience.
Why is that?
It's just like so clinical. There's no feeling to it. It just feels like you're...
The Go's are the little tiny markets surfing around.
Yeah, the Go's are the small ones. It's like, it feels like you're at like a vending machine, but like you're inside of it.
Like you're very small inside a vending machine.
Yeah, it's like Honey, I Blew Up the Kids or Honey, I Shrunk the Kids,
yes.
But you're inside a vending machine, and it's like depressing. As people who love grocery stores, I like the local flair. I like the people who work there. My local grocery store, the people who work there are so kind and nice and very low turnover. And like there's just no personality to it. And it just feels like a really like cynical attempt at retail.
Interesting. In this article, they cited a gentleman. His name is Neil Saunders, and he works for Global Data. He said, I'll read it from the article.
The article is from CNN. It's by Jordan Valinsky.
However, the issue for Fresh and Go is that they didn't offer compelling reason for shoppers to visit, according to Neil Saunders, managing director of Global Data. Fresh was, quote, too similar to its competitors, and Go, just walk out technology isn't something shoppers, quote, really care about, he wrote in a note.
Have you experienced the walkout technology?
I have. They have one at Barclays and they have one at Javits Center.
There's one at LAX. It's so weird.
Yes.
I guess I've been to Fresh as well.
I never confidently walk out like everything is okay.
Yeah. I'm like, when will someone stop me?
Exactly. I just feel like at some point someone's going to stop me and be like, you didn't pay for X. I'll be like, I tried.
And if it did work, It's like, what the fuck is this creepy technology?
Yeah, who's been following me around? Watching what
like
I get?
how do you know what I'm carrying?
Can you get caught shoplifting? If someone accuses you of shoplifting from a go, how does that even work?
I guess no, because like, do you have to have like a credit card on file? But like, what is the file to enter?
And how do you know I'm me?
It's so creepy. It's so creepy. Yeah, it's like it's a pass. It's not something that
it is kind of convenient though. When I've done it before, I'd be like, that's kind of nice.
I found it just strange. I don't know. Like I said to you, I find the cynicism of like the Amazon brick and mortar experience like just too overwhelming. It's not for me.
It's sort of like a
Foods,
Waymo for grocery stores is kind of what it is.
Yeah, but it's almost like the convenience doesn't make up for the experience, right? Like at least with Waymo, it's like, okay, great. I don't need to like talk to anyone.
Talk to a person or chit chat or whatever.
It's probably a better driver than your average human. Like,
yeah.
You know, there is like some upside there. If you like the experience of going to the grocery store, there's not a lot of upside of like an Amazon Go. And I guess like if I do want convenience, I prefer a bodega. I guess overall, I'm not ready to move away from people being a part of my shopping experience.
Wow.
That's where I am. Did you ever watch the show Ghost Rider on PBS?
No.
I think you're a little too old for it. Ghost Rider was this show on PBS when I was a kid.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
It's a kid show.
Yeah, it's a kid show.
I thought it was an adult show.
No, it was a kid show. There was a ghost that would like talk to this group of kids and they would like use letters that was around them to talk to them. The show was set in Fort Greene. And two of the kids on the show, they were brother and sister, and their parents like ran a bodega in Fort Greene. And when I think about, as we were talking about this, I was just thinking about like that family the whole time. I was like, yeah, I'm not ready to move away from Alex's family from Ghost Rider.
Ralph runs a bodega in Fort Greene, and Ralph is one of the important figures in my whole entire coming of age story.
Yeah, is that also like Fort Greene is the home of the chopped cheese, like the chopped turkey sandwich, like
the farmer in the deli.
Yeah,
I go there often.
You do? I thought it was like closing. I heard like some news about it closing, I think.
No, they're expanding. There's multiple farmer in the deli.
Good for them. That's cool.
I just happened upon that place in like 2001 before.
Yeah, didn't you live there?
Yeah, for a long time.
And then you and Joey lived there too?
Yeah, for 11 years.
Yeah, like Fort Greene's not really in my life. I'm not against it. It's just sort of not really like part of my day-to-day. But in my mind, it looms large because of Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider. Word. I know my fellow millennials know exactly what I'm talking about.
This song was Ghost Rider. Word.
Yeah, because Ghost Rider communicated using the letters that were all around them to create words. It's really good.
Word as a saying, when it was like at its peak in the 90s.
And this is before that.
One of the strangest like linguistic occurrences of our species.
I want to counter that. You know what I think is weirder? Bet.
Bet makes sense.
I don't think so.
Bet makes sense because it's like bet, like agreed, done. It's a bet.
Like bet on it.
It's sort of, we've done that. We've come to a common place in agreement. Bet, it's set, it's done. Word makes no sense. None. Word.
I guess I just accepted it because I was younger.
Exactly. It's just like word. Like, what does word mean? I'm like, I don't know.
Word.
Okay. Word.
Let's move on to an article I found quite funny from The Guardian. The headline is High on Mustard, and it's about how the cannabis industry is kind of struggling and how chefs are trying to come up with different culinary experiences that includes cannabis and weed. And I was initially like, should we talk about this? Because it begins with an anecdote about an event that happened on January 14th in Chicago called the National Hot Pastrami Day. And I was like, we missed it. We're late. But actually, there's much more I want to discuss here. Did you care about this article?
Yes, of course.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you didn't care. I'm sure you read it. Maybe you didn't really care.
Wow. I've never considered about whether or not I care about any of these things. And I don't want to get too existential. But now that you mention it, I don't think I cared.
I don't think you did
I
either.
I cared.
I can tell
I mean,
you
it's interesting.
I can tell you didn't.
I've got some takes about it. But do I care? No, I don't. I'm going to say no. And don't ever ask me that again. Because it's sort of like you're breaking down my entire career at this point. It's like, well, do you care? I'm like, I mean, no, I don't have passion for cannabis-infused mustard. That is not a passion of mine. But like for the vibes and for food news, I care.
I could tell you didn't care because you weren't like, yes, and there was no improv going on. There was no yes anding. You were just like, okay, this article, why are we talking about it so early in the show?
Oh, if you want to really go there, you and my wife had lunch like 18 months ago, and she was like, you interrupt Juliet too much on the podcast. She mentioned it. So I've been trying to fight that for like a year and a half now.
There's no way I mentioned it.
You definitely did. She doesn't come home and be like, you interrupt Juliet. She doesn't listen to the show. You went to lunch with her a year and a half ago.
There's no way I would do that.
I think it was on a Food News Day, and I had interrupted you like 2 times that day. So now you're like, I can tell you don't care about it because you didn't interrupt me. I'm like, well, I'm trying not to.
It's not what I said. Okay, we're going on too
long.
Do
you care about cannabis-infused mustard?
No, but there's a guy named James Loud.
I care about Jimmy Loud, too. If you're a cannabis chef in Vegas, it's in my notes. You're named Jimmy Loud. Like, this is a perfect man. James Loud.
His name is James Loud. He's a cannabis breeder and a former Bay Area chef. He has worked with...
I'm sorry to interrupt. I have to now. I have to. You just breezed past cannabis breeder.
I'm not breezing.
Like breeder? I
was just giving all the information. We're coming back to it.
I'm sorry.
What do you want to say about him being a cannabis breeder?
No, I want you to continue.
Okay. He works with chefs to figure out ways to integrate cannabis. And here's what he has figured out, this James Loud. He used to make things like cannabis-infused mustard. He used to work with other places to figure out, like, how do you get your caviar?
I love how he's doing things.
How do you get your caviar infused with cannabis? Here's his solution, Jacoby, and everybody listening. I'm going to read from this Guardian article.
This is a groundbreaking idea here.
Rather than infuse food with cannabis, Loud prefers his guests to smoke particular strains before they eat their food.
So it's like a wine pairing. It's wine pairing.
It's here's weed.
But for weed.
Get
and here's
high,
my food.
And then eat the food. And usually when you're high, many people are more interested in food.
Listen, first of all, do you think James Loud is his real name?
Yes.
And I mean, I don't know if you know this, but Loud is also a synonym for marijuana.
I actually did not know that.
I figured you didn't know that. Yes.
So you think
Rolling Loud?
I don't know. Music festivals, it just goes right over my head.
I'm not a big music festival person either.
But so you think that James Loud is like a pseudonym or like an assumed name?
If it's not,
it's so on the nose.
When you are Jimmy Loud, I wrote in my notes, it's a name that comes with a personality, like in it.
Comes with a destiny.
Yeah, like you are a Vegas cannabis sommelier that holds events in fancy mansions that are dinner events. Like that is who you are when you're named James Loud. You are not an accountant in Iowa if you're named James Loud.
If you are, you need to move right now.
No, there's like a magnetic pull to Vegas if your last name is Loud. Have you ever met a Loud outside of Las Vegas?
No, I've never met a Loud before this article.
Neither have I.
I didn't know it could be a name.
I love him.
It never occurred to me that it was like an alias or a persona.
But I also like the idea that this guy spent like 2 years trying to infuse marijuana into food. And he's like, wait. What if we just did what people have been doing for hundreds of years? What if we just smoked the weed and then ate the food? And like the idea that like Jack Herrera Purple Ghost Kush goes better with the mango ice cream than the like Silver Rabbit 420 goes better with mango ice cream. I'm going to say no one knows the difference.
I definitely don't. I don't even know what you just said. I think it's really funny. It's a great point that it's like a wine pairing. To me, I was like, so he was just like, so you smoke weed and then you eat. That's it.
That's pretty much it. But I'm sure he charges you $1,000 and talks a lot about it.
And you're right. Like there's like a different strain for each thing.
This is a sativa at the beginning of the meal.
At the end.
Indica, that's adorable. An indica at the end of the meal before dessert because we're starting to wind down. So you can have some indica at this point.
I'm just like square, so I don't know all the terms. But anyway, I thought this was...
Jimmy Loud knows the terms.
This was really funny. I was like, great invention, man. I'm so proud of you that you got here. That's awesome. I mean, it is sort of like where we are with cannabis in the country is like, it's actually easier, I think, to just like smoke weed than to try to like infuse with anything because it's no longer illegal. So you don't need to like sneak it in. So
I think cooking with cannabis is forever has just been a fool's errand.
It's like a novelty. It's like, oh, want some weed brownies? Like
Jimmy Loud figured this out for us. He's like, here's what you do. You smoke the weed and eat the food. Why are we eating the weed and smoking the food?
Did he figure that out for us, or has everyone known that, as you said, for thousands of years?
Who knows?
That's true. Jimmy Loud, we see you. and we love you.
And you know what?
think.
We care about you, Jimmy
We
Loud.
care.
We care. I care about you, Jimmy Loud.
We care. All right. On the topic of novelties, Heinz, in honor of the Super Bowl, which is coming up, has released or is releasing a 20-inch tall keg of ketchup called the Ketchup. Hard to say. All the Super Bowl promo now happening weeks before the Super Bowl. It's like, I thought you bought a commercial during the game. The game has not occurred yet. Do I need to be talking about this right now?
Okay. Completely disagree with that.
Okay.
Let's say you are in marketing. You're a CMO.
Sure.
And you're like, we just spent $40 million on Super Bowl marketing during the Super Bowl, during the big game. We can't even call it the Super Bowl. During the big game, the big football game on next Sunday.
Also, all those Olympics commercials that are not on NBC, or they're like the games.
The games, yeah. It's so ridiculous.
That one that was playing, I think it was on Fox during the football games, like the guy on the train going to Italy to whatever. It was like
participating in the games.
It's like an Airbnb commercial about like the accommodations during the Olympics, where they have to say the games.
No, the games during the games.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, during the big football game, let's say you spend a bunch of money. I won't even belabor this. The idea that you're only going to get those 30 seconds is silly when you could turn it into a 2-week ramp up.
You're right from a marketing perspective. Yeah. From a consumer perspective, like this is just sort of like less special.
As a card-carrying Costco member, I don't need the Ketchup. I can just get multiple bottles strung together by a big plastic handle. Like it just seems you're not solving any problems. I've never been like, man, this ketchup is just not big enough of a container.
It's also just really hard to imagine the event you might have, like how many people where you could go through this.
That much ketchup.
Yeah, because like when you go to like a fish fry place, you know, like whatever. I feel like I talk about Cape Cod too much. But when I'm on Cape Cod and I go to like Moby Dick's and I'm trying to like get ketchup with my French fries, they have like the big vat there where you push the thing down
that's
the
basically
dispenser.
What this is. It's the same thing.
And like I'm sure that takes them like at least a couple days to get through, and they like hopefully have like thousands of customers or hundreds of customers coming through. You know, like there's no use case for this. It's just marketing.
And they put it on Instagram, and anyone who's ever been to a ball game and tried to put a hot dog from one of those big vats, ketchup on a hot dog,
pain.
And sometimes you get those air bubbles where it like splatters.
I know,
and they did it on the Instagram. It didn't even pour smooth, and I'm like, that is not good Instagramming.
Seriously, just can't you have like AI smooth out that video for you? Or just make it all together?
I'll do it for you.
Oh my God, that's a real loss. All right, let's move on. Nigella Lawson, you revealed before the pod you've never heard of her.
I've heard of her.
Okay.
Nigella is someone who resonates. I recognize her face. I've never seen The Great British Bake Off.
Nigella is sort of like one of the early food chef influencers. I would say she's like sort of the same time as Ina Garten.
Oh, I'm thinking of
Ina's way more
who's
famous.
The guy? Spice Pow, New Orleans.
Emeril Lagasse.
Yes. I'm thinking about him like Emeril era.
Time, similar time. Emeril, he on Top Chef. I think you watched Top Chef.
Yes.
He was so much softer and warmer and like more like just like lovable on Top Chef. It really changed my view of him. And I have to say, I really love Emeril. I think he seems like a great guy.
I like Emeril too.
The bam was like a real bit. It's just sort of like, we didn't need that Emeril, but maybe we did. It made him famous. I don't know.
I don't know if you needed a catchphrase, but this is working. Sure.
Yeah, I like you a lot, Emeril, is my point.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think I associated him with New Orleans, but he's actually
He's
from, I feel like I thought he was like Italian, like bam or whatever.
Whenever they would have
Italian.
whenever they would travel on Top Chef or whatever, they'd go to New Orleans.
And he would be like welcoming. Welcome to my
and now you're
to my turf.
Soup.
Yeah, totally. You watching The Traitors?
Yes.
Kristen Kish is also on The Traitors.
Yes.
Anyway.
I'm really enjoying The Traitors.
Great show. Check us out talking about it on Bachelor Party.
I have.
Oh, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Moving on. Nigella is British, and she is taking over as one of the judges on the Great British Bake Off. This is a big deal for those of us who still watch the show, which I do. It's on Netflix here in America.
Oh, I have some questions.
It used to be huge. It was on the BBC, and then it moved to Channel 4. It's been around a long time. They've had controversy, cast turnover. It's still a great, relaxing show.
What is up with Prue?
What about
she's
her?
Replacing?
I think they just sort of... Well, like what?
Well, it was interesting.
You're not asking why she's leaving. You're like, just like, what's up with her?
No. In the story, this is how they because when someone leaves a show, there's either two things that happen. One, they ran their course, they're sick of doing it, and they wanted to leave. Two, you get soft fired, and they say that you say you ran its course, you wanted to leave, but you really got fired and replaced by Nigella.
Sure, Nigella.
Right? Nigella. Prue didn't like the schedule, because she wanted to spend her summers on holiday and with her family. And she was so important to the show, they changed the shoot schedule to accommodate her. That is true talent power.
Well, the way the Great British Bake Off used to be, it's in a tent. Are you aware of that?
Yes.
So it's all in a tent. I have so many questions about how they get everyone their own oven and their own refrigerator in a tent. Like,
what do you plug into?
How do you do that?
Where's the gas
It's like the biggest catering job I've ever heard of.
Yeah.
And what they used to do is they would shoot on weekends and they go home and they come back. Like, it's not just like one continuous shoot. Like, the people get to go home to their families. But so as a result, it's like week over week. And it's not just like a batch, like 3 weeks. Like, Traders is done over 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, this was several weeks because they were doing like I said, on the weekends.
But why?
I don't know. It just started out as like this. It's just
a
like
week to bake something.
I know, but they just, I guess they like, it was like low budget and they're just like, here's a fun competition. It happens on the weekends.
Day jobs, I guess.
Yeah, everyone's a day job. You don't have to leave it. It's sort of like, it's a gentle show. So it doesn't have the like sensory deprivation aspect of all the American reality TV shows where it's like, you may not talk to anyone or see daylight.
Your phone. Yeah.
No, for 3 weeks, you will not see the sun. So I think that's part of it.
Oh.
Anyway, I'm excited about Nigella. That's like really good news. Have you ever heard of Paul Hollywood?
No.
Paul Hollywood has been the mainstay of the show since it began. He's a little controversial. He sort of looks like Guy Fieri. He's very cheesy. This is like an unofficial award, but like he gives out like a handshake to the best baker of the week or whatever, and people get really excited when they get the handshake. Yeah.
Why don't they just call him Pollywood?
That's a great question, Jacoby.
I mean, how do you get Paul Hollywood? No one's ever like, hey man, Pollywood is sitting right there.
I don't know. Great question. Okay, next.
Do you care about the next topic?
No,
okay,
not really.
Good.
I don't.
Right.
So we'll just breeze through it. Do you care?
No.
Okay. In Philadelphia, they're introducing a law so that platforms like an app cannot be a third-party seller of restaurant reservations. They're sort of getting rid of like formal scalping, but individuals can still scalp the reservation.
You can still get it done. So this is just step one of trying to solve this problem, but it's not solving the problem.
It's curbing it, maybe.
Yeah.
But like not really. Okay, moving on. Onto Bloomberg, which is quickly becoming one of our greatest sources here on The Ringer, on Food News on The Ringer. I love Bloomberg too. It's really great. I read it regularly, and now I'm reading it even more through the lens of food news. And this week, they have an article by Christina Peterson, which is about how Gen Z prefers the zero sugar branding. It's not even a preference. It's like if you call something diet, they have no interest. To quote the article, it's radioactive. But something that's like Pepsi zero sugar, Coke zero, they're all in. And it's we've been talking about marketing a lot this week. It's a really good case study of marketing. However, I also, as a noted Coke Zero devotee,
cans only cans.
It tastes different and it tastes better. Mm-hmm. So there's also that. Like there's like something about, I think, the formula of it that is different.
I found this to be interesting because I drink a lot of diet soda and zero products. And two things I find interesting about it. Number one, the zero products are sort of closer to the whole when it comes to the flavor of the original. That's
absolutely.
I'm going to say indisputable, right?
It's sweeter.
It is. And I think people of my age sort of grew up with the diet taste and don't mind it as much.
It's a separate drink.
It.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a different flavor. Sort of like eating a watermelon versus having a watermelon Jolly Rancher.
Totally.
Those two flavors are not anything like each other, but we associate them with the same term, watermelon.
Yes.
And I feel like Diet Coke and Coke are sort of the same.
Agreed.
Completely different lanes, but have the same name, Coke. Zero is closer. And the second thing I find really interesting is the entomology of it. Because people that are younger, in their 20s or whatever, they don't associate calorie counting and diet culture.
They reject diet culture.
Yeah. So like, we went through all the fats. Atkins, Mediterranean, South Beach, Weight Watchers. It was all these different diets, keto. Like we've all seen it all happen. Now it's protein or whatever. But the word diet is sort of that you're doing something active.
Yeah. You're restricting.
And the word zero is more about what is in the can.
Right.
Which I found interesting because diet is something that I am doing. I am dieting. Where the can is just like, oh, I don't have sugar.
Yes.
It's a much more passive thing.
Or also it's like less of like a punishment. It's not like you're having like the diet version or like the budget version. You're just having something different. There's no sugar in it.
Yes.
And so I think, there is like a real psychology to it. In this Bloomberg article, there are some really interesting stats. The one that caught my eye the most was that one of the reasons also these zero sugar beverages have been successful because like we've tried a bunch of them, like the strawberries, like Pepsi or is it Pepsi or Coke? I think it's Pepsi strawberries and cream, zero sugar. Like there's so many different ones.
Yeah, that fad is over, but yeah.
Here's a quote from the article. Leaning into variety has particularly helped win over Gen Z consumers. The company's research has found that 72% of Gen Z try a new beverage every month, compared to just 16% of boomers.
Wow.
So 3 out of 4 Gen Z people are trying a whole new beverage once a month.
Because there's a lot of options.
I know, and that's helped.
There's a lot of options.
They don't want to be left out of the party.
No.
Isn't that interesting?
I do find this interesting.
Yeah.
And do you know what's really changed my habits?
What's that?
When I make these decisions? The fact that there's more caffeine in Diet Coke has made me lean that direction.
So you're saying thank you to me?
No, not at all.
Never.
No.
I feel, as you know, I like to congratulate myself. I feel great about being part of the earliest part of the wave of Coke Zero.
If that makes you feel good, then it makes me feel good.
I feel like I've been an endorser for a really long time.
An influencer, some would say.
I don't know if an influencer. I don't know if I could take any influence here, but I was early to the craze.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right. We must move on, and we must talk about a TikToker who I was not aware of before today. And I have a lot to say about her.
Oh, my God.
Her name is Courtney Cook Bales. On TikTok, she's Courtney L. Cook. She does a lot of food videos. She participates in the trend of doing eating food from her car, telling you what she's eating. I don't know why that's such a thing.
I didn't see the car stuff.
Oh, she's eating these marinated eggs all the time from her car.
Oh, yeah.
And then she also is well known for using onions as an edible spoon, essentially. She shovels food into her mouth or uses it as almost like bread. She basically puts an onion around so much shit that she eats.
It's like when you're like, hey, you can have a hamburger, or if you're low carb, you can get it lettuce wrapped.
Yes.
Her foods are more like onion wrapped.
She uses sweet onions, Vidalia onions.
Yes, because the headline says that why are people eating soup dumplings from an onion bowl? Where I expected it to be sort of like a bread bowl where you put stuff in the middle of the onion. It's not really that. It's sort of using an onion as a wrap.
You're right. It's like instead of lettuce, she's using onion.
Yes.
She's also doing this a lot with soup dumplings. And in general on her TikTok, she has a lot of videos of her eating dumplings that she's acquired for freezer dumplings, which I'm very pro. She seems that she shops at H Mart and that's where she buys them. Mm-hmm. Also very pro. And then things go sideways, in my opinion. She makes the dumplings, including the soup dumplings she has on the onion, which is frequent. She puts everything on top of this fucking onion. And then she puts cheese on it, Munster cheese. She puts so much melted cheese on dumplings. And then she puts on 50,000 condiments.
Oh, no. I'll tell you exactly what she puts on and in what order.
Okay.
Because this was the part that I was just flabbergasted by. So she has these onions that she says she boiled for an hour and 15 minutes.
That's only one. That's the onion boil.
But that doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. And that's
if you boil something for an hour and 15 minutes, it disappears. Have you ever boiled something for an hour and 15 minutes?
Sometimes, no. Boiling, no. A
No.
full-on boil, no.
Yes.
You bring it to a boil, then you turn it down.
It was a baked... I think she boiled it and then baked it. She parboiled it and then must have baked it. But the onion did look good. It looked soft and it had a little char on top.
Yeah, it looks like a good onion.
But she doesn't put... Anyway, okay.
But this is I just want to be clear. This is actually outside of the norm. She's mostly using raw onions.
Oh, I watched a lot of our friends' videos.
Okay, cool. Just making sure we're on the same page here.
And in this video that was in this article, she has those bamboo stacks that people steam dumplings in. She puts about 8 dumplings in, covers it in a layer of Munster cheese, completely covered. It's clearly sliced Munster that she completely covered the dumplings in.
I don't think that's from H Mart, just to be clear.
No.
I shout out all of your stores. Don't pretend your Munster cheese is from H Mart.
I'm sure I've said this on the pod before. Sorry, Mike and Juliet, listeners. One day I had this revelation. I was like, there's no cheese in American Chinese food.
Yeah.
And it's just, they don't use a lot of dairy.
I don't think there's cheese in Chinese food.
I just don't know I haven't done a culinary exploration of the entire country, but I'm sure somewhere there is some sort of yak cheese used somewhere in the mountains. But yeah, it's not popular.
That's why this is so appalling. It's just what? And also,
no one melts cheese on dumplings.
I kind of felt offended. I was just like,
oh, but we're not done.
This was it's a bastardization of a delicacy. I fucking love soup dumplings.
I want to talk to you about this because then she takes the layer of melted cheese. She's got a blanket of Munster on these things. And then she takes soy sauce. Cool. A little more soy sauce than I would use.
Sure.
Pours it all over the thing. And then she takes something called sushi sauce, which is very viscous. And she sort of farts that thing all over the place. Then she takes something, I don't know this product.
Like a white thing, right?
No, she's not there yet. No, then she takes it. I think she called it carbonara. She goes, "This is bulgogi carbonara." I'm sure I'm butchering that, but it's basically like a red sauce. It's not a hot sauce. So now we've got soy, sushi sauce, whatever that red sauce was, and then she's like, "Oh yeah, gotta finish it up with some mayonnaise."
I know, it's disgusting.
So then she puts mayonnaise on top of this. So she's got soup dumplings, which are delicious by themselves.
Let's say soup dumplings are one of my favorite foods. Stop.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Maybe dipping in like that vinegar stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
I follow the recommendations of Din Tai Fung. And they recommend adding a little soy sauce, a little vinegar, and a little ginger.
I follow the recommendations just as a lifestyle, not even just eating soup dumplings. Just being organized, being clean,
whatever you
being
think.
efficient.
Whatever you think, guys. I'm on board.
Yes.
And they are not fucking putting mayonnaise on my table. But I honestly was offended. I was like, this is like such a weird American thing to do. And I'm just like, I don't know. Something about it just really bothered me.
Oh, well, I'm glad you brought that up. Because I'm watching more than one video of her, so I'm fascinated.
Yeah.
And I'm in bed. It's the morning.
Also, she sounds like Miss Rachel. Her voice is like...
Her voice is extra. So my wife picks up on her voice, and she's not looking at me. She has no interest in me whatsoever. She's getting ready to, like, leave the house. So, like, she's not paying any attention to me. I could say that the house is on fire. She would not care. And she's like, that girl... And I was like, what? She's like, that's the girl that makes the disgusting food on TikTok. I was like, how did you know? She's like, the algorithm throws this girl at me all the time. And then I click on another one. This is a real clip, a real bowl of food that she had. Okay?
Okay.
Serrano peppers.
Okay.
But like cut into big chunks.
Okay.
Avocado cut into big chunks.
All right.
Raw onion cut into big chunks. 4 hard-boiled eggs. Not cut at all.
She's really weird about eggs. Really weird about eggs.
If you took these ingredients and sort of like, even just put them on a cutting board and chop them up finely and sort of like use it as like a smoothie-ish sort of thing.
Sure.
Or like something you could just like dip yourself. Like, but she just mixes it up in a bowl and just eats it. And she's like, oh, the spicy serrano pepper has a little kick to it. I'm like, it's a giant chunk of serrano pepper. It was the weirdest thing. And I'm like, is this a bit? It's not a bit.
No, it's not a bit. She's just like eating weird stuff. And then she starts being like, #comment haters. And like, we're hating because what you're doing is disingenuous. Like, this is like really dishonest. Like, it's not dishonest, but just it really bothered me.
I'm glad you brought up the sort of like Americanization and bastardization of these other foods.
Yeah.
It's normally like a path that we don't want to stroll down.
Yeah, it's
but
not
while
really
I
our
was
aim
like
here.
Scrolling on her thing, she has a pinned post on TikTok. Hi, friends, heart. I post dishes from cultures other than my own, and I want to honor the people and traditions behind them. I learn about these foods and dishes through travel recipes and the people I meet, and I share them out of my love for food and desire to keep learning. These dishes aren't mine and don't deserve them credit, blah, blah, blah. She goes on to say, like, she's trying to caveat the whole thing by being like, I'm not trying to ruin soup dumplings.
I'm sure she's been accused of cultural appropriation.
Yes, and she's reacting to sort of like people being like, that's gross. Why don't you just eat like a normal person?
Yeah, it's really weird. The cheese is crazy. The other thing that just like from the very beginning when we first started on this path is I was just like, these onions, like why is she eating raw onions? Like that seems like in this quantity. So can we get into today's taste test?
Yeah, of course.
For today's taste test, we are going to eat what she recommends. Vidalia onions. Mike went down to Italy, to get some. Here's your egg. Here's your onion.
What?
You don't need the whole thing.
You have a knife. I'm supposed to bite into this?
No, just take a piece of it. That's what she does. I'm going to take one layer. I'm taking this.
I'm taking the second layer.
Yeah.
I feel like that first layer
I went
sort of
inside
like
a little bit
away.
too.
It's like the first pancake.
And I'm like, I don't think I've just like bitten into an onion like this ever.
Ever?
Not just like I'm munching an onion like it's an apple. I actually really like sweet onions, but
me too.
But cooked. Like this is raw. Like this is
those Hawaii sweet onions.
Yeah, they're delicious.
Oh my God.
So good. Yeah.
People always talk about like sugarcane and like crushed ice or whatever from Hawaii. Like those onions are special.
The onion chips too.
Oh,
so good. When you're on a flight to Hawaii, they usually serve them.
And they do. It is sort of like having a Guinness in Ireland or like a slice of pizza in New York. Like it is. it's
on the
mildly
nose.
better than everything else, but it's just like so
It feels good.
in the environment.
Yeah.
It's so good.
If you go to Dublin, go to the Guinness Factory. It's fun. It's a thing to do.
Yeah, it's like going to the Statue of Liberty in New York. It's like, yeah, it's cheesy and touristy,
Never
but
been.
it's going to be awesome.
But yes, I support it.
Yeah. All right, we're going to do this?
I'm nervous.
Nervous?
Yeah.
Do you care about this?
I didn't expect that to be a real through line of today's episode when I asked you that.
I just stopped. It took me, it's like blocked me mentally.
I'm so sorry.
It felt like my therapist.
Okay.
I don't care about anything.
Courtney L.
Barely care about
Cook.
my
Courtney
kids.
Cook Bales.
Here we are. Courtney Cook Bales. Let's do this. Okay. Not good.
It's not awful, but
There
it's
are
pungent.
worse onions. Yeah.
It's pungent. So this is like gonna fucking take over
Why would you do that?
all of the delicious soup dumpling. Also, there's a utensil for soup dumplings. It's like a Chinese soup spoon. You don't need this to sop up all the stuff. Like there's a mechanism for it already.
Yeah, they make special spoons for that.
This is like making my mouth hurt.
It's
Is
just
it just me a problem or is it making your mouth hurt too?
does not make my mouth hurt. But it's more just like
It's really fragrant and really strong. So
that is a very good food item, but it needs friends. It needs to be in something else. It needs to be cooked.
It should be cooked.
It needs to be an element of something else.
Yeah, like this is a great base of something, as you're
Yes.
saying, and to go forward. It's not a great base of a soup dumpling that you can use a spoon to eat.
No.
And eating an onion raw like this is not sensical.
However,
It's not the worst thing I've ever had, though.
the boiled onions that she had looked pretty good.
Well, we like onion soup. It's
those
similar.
looked pretty good.
Yeah.
Those look pretty good. I kind of like those. I was like, ooh.
Also, because that wasn't offensive. You're like, yes, this seems like,
Oh, counterpoint was offensive because the boiled onions themselves were great. But when you took the Munster cheese and
Yeah.
the sushi sauce
the
and the soy
mustard
sauce
cheese.
and
It's
the
just
red
like,
sauce
what the hell?
and the mayonnaise, I've never had a soup dumpling and be like, you know what would be good on this? Mayo.
There's very few food. I like mayo. It's
like mayo, too.
divisive.
Yeah.
There's very few times where I'm like, you know what would make this better? Mayo. Like mayo has a lane, and I respect that lane, and I love that lane. But it's not like a cure all. It's not like
If you get
put it
fresh
on
rice, you
everything.
request mayo.
No, but I don't reject it either. Like I respect that as a move. Like I see it. It's fine. I love mayo on all sandwiches. I like it on a burger. Like
Yeah, I like
mayo.
mayo.
Yeah, it's great. I like my tuna salad to have a lot of mayo. I will say there's something really pleasing about the shape of this. Like I'm enjoying holding it.
Mm.
And I do understand like wanting to like eat something from it. But then now that I've eaten it, I'm like, well, it's going to overpower whatever I put
Anything
in
you
it.
put in there.
Yeah. It's crazy. But you were really right. It is like a lettuce wrap. Like it's like kind of
Yeah.
like the vibe. I'm like, should I put tuna in here? Should I put turkey in here? Like,
Sounds kind of good.
I know.
It sounds kind of good.
I just think that Courtney's addicted to onions is my take.
I don't know how Courtney got here.
I don't know either. I don't think she's going to explain. She's just trying to shake the haters
No,
off.
I think she did explain.
Oh,
She's like, I had 4 kids in 5 years.
she's a teacher. Yeah.
4 kids in 5
That's
years.
a lot.
And
You
she's
you
a
have 4
teacher.
kids too.
Yeah, but not in 5 years. And she's a teacher. I just feel like all bets are off.
I do respect her for having 2 jobs. She's a food influencer and a teacher.
Is she an influencer?
Yeah.
Are people going home and be like, I want serrano peppers, avocados, raw onions, and hard-boiled eggs in a bowl?
I bet, yes. She went on the Jennifer Hudson show. Like she's
Did
like
she dance down the aisle
the
thing?
spirit aisle, the spirit tunnel. I don't know. It's a great question.
Have you ever?
I love spirit
I
tunnel
have thought
videos.
about this often.
What I would do?
Yeah.
I think you just have to like go for it. You just have to like embrace the moment and do your like sort of like stickiest dances.
Oh, opposite. I'm going full on make it seem like I didn't try or rehearse, but it's all planned.
Well, you would prepare a little bit, but I wouldn't try to play it cool, I guess is my point.
Oh, yeah.
You just got to go for
Yeah,
it.
you just got to go hard. And there's so much encouragement around that
It's
it's
such
hard
a great,
not to.
it's so great. Like
It is a good bit.
You know who has a really good one? Magic Johnson. He's got a really good spirit tunnel.
He does.
Yeah.
I love Magic Johnson.
Yeah, check it out.
Irvin.
All right, let's get into our personal food news. You had a crisis earlier in the pod, and I need to just, if I asked you if you cared, and that seems to have sent you down a spiral.
Well, before the show,
Yeah,
we like to let people behind the curtain.
sure.
You proposed the following, and I'm going to be honest, you did not expect to get any pushback whatsoever.
That's not true. Okay, well, let's just get into it. I don't have personal food news anymore. All of my food experiences are through the lens of like, Micah needs to eat food too. Like, I'm like, fuck, what are we going to do for dinner? Because here's Monday through Friday for me. I come to work and I have breakfast here.
Mhm.
So I don't have like breakfast food news. Lunch I like figure out, but like I don't really go outside for. I usually have it here, have some of the snacks. Maybe I bring it from home. And then dinner is just like, what are we going to do? Like I'm supposed to give this baby dinner.
I think that's pretty much everybody.
I guess, but
Isn't that everybody in the world?
I guess, but I guess my point is, since I've eliminated breakfast from something that I have to think about, I've eliminated 33% of my meals as like a talking point. Because I'm like, do you want me to tell you what the scrambled eggs I have here every day? So, but I do spend a lot of time thinking about the recipes and like things to experiment with that like I would like to have in the house that I can then easily give to this baby, whose like favorite foods so far are broccoli, meatballs, and applesauce. And yesterday I had a smoothie, or 2 days ago, and really liked it.
Has he had raw onion? Has he had a meatball in a raw onion?
You can't squish it between two fingers, so I'm not comfortable with it yet.
Okay, fair.
What if I turn personal food news into parent food news?
I'm going to give you a definitive answer.
Okay.
I would prefer you didn't.
Okay.
But in a crisis, you are allowed to.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Is that fair?
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Okay.
Can I tell you last night's dinner story then? That's all I have.
Of course. It'd be weird if I said no.
I was like, okay, we work above in Italy. I should be using this more to figure out my meals. I should just go for, do a call while I cruise around Italy. So I was like, I'm going to get gnocchi. I haven't had that in so long. Micah hated gnocchi. No interest.
What?
No interest. It
doesn't even taste like anything. It's basically potato pasta, right?
That's why. It's like not even sort of, this was, I think, not very good gnocchi, so it was very mushy. But he like sort of like looked at it and he just was like, nah.
Huh.
And he didn't, and I was like, all right, I guess back to meatball. Not expanding your palate tonight.
Have some broccoli and meatballs with some applesauce.
It's a well-balanced meal. Broccoli, meatballs, and applesauce.
Well, I brought the thunder with my personal food news this week.
Someone had to, so
and
thank you.
I know that this is, I thought about you the entire process.
Okay, great.
There's a bagel shop in my neighborhood called The Bagel Shop. Very good bagels. Huge lines Saturdays and Sundays. But they are very efficient. They'll move you through that thing. You will walk up to that place and be like, I'm not going to eat here. There's too many people. And it is very efficient. They move you through. While we were waiting in line, they have a glass case that has me and my son Quincy. A glass case with all of the cream cheeses. And I had this thought independently of Quincy. Don't start shaking your head, all right? So let me tell my story, all right?
It was a head shake at the restaurant. The place,
why are you shaking your head?
Because there's too many cream cheese options.
Okay. Earlier before this event, I had said to myself, I need to expand my cream cheese palette. Because I always get either scallion or vegetable or like low-fat plain or plain. Those are all I get, right? And I was like, I'm going to try to go for like something else, something sweet to change my bagel experience. Because I usually go with like a vegetable or like an oniony sort of a flavor. And I'm just standing there in line and Quincy goes, let's try some new cream cheese today. And it was just like, we were aligned.
I just think that Quincy has such a great natural curiosity for like the aspects of life that a lot of people don't lean into enough. Like, that's great.
Oh, yeah, dude, this kid. He's cooked us all kinds of things.
I know. I think it's awesome.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
Cook. So he's like, let's try matcha cream cheese. I was like, no chance.
That sounds great.
I was like, we're not doing that.
We've had a lot of matcha products.
So we
they all taste
decided
the same.
We decided to go with a plain bagel and strawberry cream cheese. And we went with a sesame bagel with a cream cheese to be named later. Strawberry cream cheese tasted like strawberry quick. It was just so artificial. It was sort of like I talked about the watermelons earlier. Mm-hmm. It had no strawberry flavor. It had that artificial strawberry flavor.
Quick still in the mix with kids?
No. And
love Quick.
And it was just sort of like it was fine. I mean, it tastes good. It's a bagel with strawberry cream cheese, but it wasn't like taking us anywhere.
Sure.
The second one I got changed everything.
Okay.
I've always been curious about this cream cheese flavor. And it is sort of a sweet cream cheese that changes
is it like
everything.
The walnut one?
Cinnamon, raisin, walnut. This shit is so good, Juliet.
It sounds disgusting.
You know what? Joey did the same thing. And it's just like, I feel personally disrespected when I'm sitting here being like, this shit is so good. And your response is what?
It sounds disgusting.
That is a personal attack. You don't trust my judgment in any way, shape, or form. I literally just said to you, this shit is so good. And your response to that is what?
Sounds disgusting.
That is a personal insult.
I'm really sorry.
You have no faith in my ability to recommend a food, yet we co-host a show about food.
I know, but it's not about shared interest in food. It's about food news.
I think that you are so entrenched in your bagel ways that any deviation you just can't stand.
Well,
and I was like that for years. And I'm saying I finally broke out of the shell and I've had this whole new world for us to explore. And you're just like, not interested. Nope.
I'm willing to do it on the pod. If you want to try a flight of cream cheese, I'm willing to do it. I'll bring the bagel.
Producer Mike, it is going down.
I'll bring the bagel of my choice.
Next week, flight of cream cheese, weird flavors.
We're going to do, okay, you bring the cream cheese. I'm going to bring the best bagels I can get, which is the bagels from Bagel Hall on 7th Avenue in Park Slope.
Fantastic.
See you then.
So excited for this.
Let's get into today's...
Cinnamon, raisin, walnut, cream cheese is going to blow your mind. There's no need to do that face. God damn it.
Listener food news. Let's roll it.
Hey, Juliet and Jacoby. This is Mike from Loveland. I just wanted to kind of give you guys a field report from Dutch Bros.
Oh.
There's a Dutch Bros in Loveland.
Where's Loveland?
And I go there sometimes. My family goes there for hot chocolate. They do a good hot chocolate. I found their coffee always too sweet, but based on the segment on the podcast, I went and got a electric berry Rebel energy drink, and it is pretty vile. Very sweet, super charged with energy. I drank it too late at night. I feel like I'm vibrating, and I feel like the come down is going to be rough. I think it's meant for the young. I love the show. I love you guys. Hope you have a great year.
What a great call.
You know what come downs are rough from? Ecstasy, Molly, heroin. You know you've reached a certain point in your life. You're like, whew, the come down's going to be rough from this energy drink that I just had.
This guy definitely lived some life before having kids.
He said the family likes the hot chocolate. I was like, I know what that means, bro. You got a couple little ones at home.
I love hot chocolate. That's a great call. Thank you for the report. I will say I've gotten a lot of feedback on Dutch Bros. People do love Dutch Bros. They're like, yeah, it's so convenient. It's a shack. It's there.
All right.
You just go.
I have a follow-up question.
How many people is a lot?
Yeah, what's a lot of feedback?
I would say IRL people I actually know.
Really?
Like, yes, a couple of people, including my friend Jared Freed, who's a devoted listener.
That's my guy.
I would say he texts me weekly about it.
Jared, please DM me. I want to be friends.
Okay. I bet he will if he makes it to the end. I think he listens to this podcast when he's like going to sleep. So
a lot of people do that. It's semi-insulting, but also endearing.
Yeah, it's like, okay, that's nice.
It's a very intimate part of your day to involve us in. There's a part of me that got upset at first, and I was kind of like, huh. Like you're so alone with your thoughts, lying down. You're not like driving and distracted or anything. Yeah.
It's comforting.
Yeah.
So I heard from him about it. And then I would say, like, I read the comments on Spotify, so people like commented there. Do you read those comments?
No. Hold on a second. No, but if Jared's listening right now and he's sleeping, we could like incept him.
Jared, follow Jacoby on Instagram.
Yes, yeah. Write me a really nice compliment.
Anyway, I would say like 15 is
that's a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You get to 4, I'll qualify. That is a lot.
I agree.
15 is a fucking ton.
Above 5 is a critical
that's a
mass.
huge crowd.
Me, that's a lot.
Yeah,
For me, that's a lot.
Yeah, wow.
There you go.
I stand down. Wow, that is a lot of people. That's a lot of Dutch Bros follow-up.
We got to go to one time. All right, everybody. I'll try to do better with my personal food news. Jacoby, good luck with your cream cheeses. We'll be tasting them next week.
I look forward to it.
Thanks, everyone, for listening. Thanks to producers Mike Wargon and Ronak Nair. We'll be back.